Hello there, glad you could join us again on yet another episode of The Digest right here on Diamond TV. My name is Francesca. Now, 1 year ago, Zambian Breweries, a subsidiary of AB InBev, donated 28,500 United States dollars towards the Lusaka Water Security Initiative and partnered with the Lusaka Water and Sanitation Company in constructing a 150,000 United States dollars industrial water borehole in George compound of Lusaka, as part of the company's 2025 sustainability goal on water stewardship. Now, the borehole constructed provides clean water to over 40,000 residents and was launched by Water Development and Sanitation and Environmental Protection Minister Ralph Nakachinda, who was the guest of honor, among other stakeholders. Now, this happened on the 19th of March, 2021. So we bring you an in-depth of what transpired on that day and what this means for the residents of George compound. Enjoy the story.
Kapwepo Ward 25 Councillor Patrick Salubusa was representing the 3 wards in Matero constituency. The councillor was very grateful because the George Community and Industrial Water Improvement Project was once just but a dream, and now it's a reality.
But we thank God that what was a dream some years ago is now reality. And we are simply saying thank you very much to all the cooperating partners, to all the institutions, to all the individuals who came together to make sure that this project graduates from being a dream to what it is today. Job well done, and may God bless you. It is not a secret that Matero constituency has been faced with a lot of problems as far as water supply is concerned. Not very far from where we are, we have Kuchunga compound. For so many years, I think since 1997, Chunga has been facing a very big problem. We have got Ilanda Estates, where the pipes are very old. We have got Paradise Desai George compound. They depend on the communal taps. So what has happened today is something which will not only benefit the people attending this program, but it will benefit a lot of people. And we thank you for this gesture. May I quickly mention that as I was coming here, my fellow councillor for Mwembeshwa 27, Councillor Kelvin Kaunda, told me to announce to the cooperating partners that we have got a lot of space. So tingalandire nangu matipasa na yenangu ma project free. Just a killer space.
This project was conceived during the 2017-2018 cholera outbreak, and George compound was one of the epicenters of the outbreak, thus the need for water improvement. Lusaka Water and Sewerage Company Managing Director Engineer Jonathan Kampata shares the detail of what was undertaken to complete the project and the expected number of households to benefit from the project.
The project actually involved the drilling and dropping of a bore, one which is behind us there, which has a capacity of 25 liters per second. We also did the borehole equipping and the construction of the control room. And in order to secure the property, you can see that we have a boundary wall which we constructed. This is in view of the lessons learned from other sites where there's a lot of encroachment. So this is well protected. Then we constructed a 3-kilometer pipeline to take to the existing tank. Zambia Breweries provided funding of $150,000, and Lusaka Water contributed materials as well as labor, additional materials as well as labor, total cost of $697,000. kwacha. Honorable Minister, I'm proud to inform you that the project was fully implemented by our engineers and workmen in Lusaka Water, and this significantly reduced the cost of the project. So you can see that at Lusaka Water, we have the capacity to put up such infrastructure. So congratulations to our team for this great work done. The project has a capacity to deliver 1,300,000 liters of water, which is 1,300 cubic meters per day. That is pumping for 16 hours. And we're able to supply and meet the needs of 40,000 people, which is in a part of George, which is quite commendable.
Managing Director Engineer Jonathan Kampata was quick to mention some challenges faced from similar works in other communities.
Some of the challenges which are faced is encroachment, not only on the borehole sites, but also on other infrastructure, like pipelines, manhole covers, and so on. And such practices lead to possible contamination of the water, but also to interrupting the supply, particularly when we are vandalism on the electrical cables that supply the power to the different facilities.
Worldwide Fund for Nature Director Nachula Namkombo re-emphasized the importance of water as it is the first line of defense in almost all aspects of life.
Water is not only life, it is gold. And for those that have been doubting the value of water, it's been our first line of defense in the fight against COVID-19. For those who enjoy beer, they know that there's no beer without water. Food security, there's no food security for our country without water. So water is a very, very important resource. From our standpoint as WWF, we therefore take very seriously the need for us as a country to improve the management of our water resource, because our water is gold. You only also realize and appreciate the importance of water if you live or visit a country which is a desert, maybe like Namibia, or which faces a number of water crises, because the government and the country and the people have to spend a lot of money to just have access to clean and safe water, to safeguard health and also to support economic activity. So this project here is really within the spirit of Lucy, and we're asking and pleading with the local leadership here and also the community members in George to take care of this resource.
And Zambia Breweries Communication and Corporate Affairs Manager Ezekiel Sekele expressed happiness that Zambia Breweries and the Lusaka Water and Sewerage Company have partners to improve reticulation in George compound.
It gives us pleasure and delight as Zambia Breweries to work with so many partners from the government, really supporting us, NWASCO, the people of Matero, the private sector, the NGOs. We realize that we are not alone. And when you work beyond yourself, this is the success that comes through. And I want really on behalf of AB InBev and Zambian Breweries to say thank you so very much to everyone who is here physically and those who are not able to join us. Water is life. Sanitation is health. Indeed, it's no exaggeration to say that water is life. Sanitation is health. It is therefore stands to reason that sustainable access to clean water is essential to building healthy communities and thriving businesses. However, this vital commodity has become increasingly scarce in many parts of the country, particularly low-income areas like Ballaston, George compound where we are. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, or guests of honor, available evidence suggests that population growth and urbanization are putting considerable pressure on existing water infrastructure resulting in sporadic supply to residential units as demand continued to go high and higher up. On top of this, disruptions to the natural water cycle driven by the effects of climate change threaten to push the already strained system over the edge, which could prove especially dangerous amidst the COVID-19 pandemic and the constant threat of waterborne diseases like the one that we had in 2017-2018, cholera. It is for this reason that Zambian Breweries decided to make water conservation a key pillar of our business plan. For us, no water, no mossy. No water, no beer, as simple as that. So we depend on water for livelihood. As the country's largest brewer, we believe that we have the responsibility to promote industry-led water stewardship efforts across the country. And just to take you a bit back in history, in 2019, Zambian Breweries donated $30,000 to the Lusaka Water Security Initiative, LUSI. Further, we also partnered with the Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company on the construction of this project through a financial contribution of $150,000. Much as we contributed financially, we could not have done this initiative alone. We needed partners like Lusaka Water Supply Company to come forward, and they contributed in that regard. I'm aware that this facility, Honorable Minister, will be able to supply up to 40,000 households in nearby compound, but I've been informed by our experts at Lusaka Water Supply Company that it can actually reach double that number. And this is just one water borehole here. There's another one which was set up a few weeks ago near the main gate, which as of now is supplying Chunga site, and Lusaka Water Supply Company has captured a new market of about 5,000 households. These ones, I'm told, did not have any water supply. And where we are here in George Compound, understand that the water infrastructure is able to supply only up to 120,000 households. However, the demand that is here needs to reach 400,000 people. So we are still having a shortfall of about 280,000 households to cover. So this facility here, yes, it will give up to 50,000, maybe maximum 100,000 households, but we still have to fend and help those of 180,000 to about 200,000 new households. So I believe that working in partnership under your leadership, Honorable Minister, the private sector coming together, I think that more and more of our people in this area can be helped. As part of our big IBIMBE family, our goal is to see that our communities in high-stress areas like where we are here, George Compound, have measurably improved water availability by 2025. And this is our goal, because our business depends on water. And we know what it means if we don't have water in our plant. I'm not going to get the salary, even my colleagues say. So we know that for us to be paid, for us to have a livelihood, look after families, we care for water. It looks so simple, but water for us is business. And if we really try so hard to look for water, we think about people who depended, our community, and our head office is just a few meters from here. So we think about our neighbors. They also need water. And that's why we financed this initiative at $150,000.
The guest of honor, Honorable Raphael Nakachinda, applauded Zambian breweries for their corporate social responsibility strategy and how they intervened to safeguard their market by supporting the initiative of George Community and Industrial Water Improvement Project.
George Compound hosts a large population, and obviously a smart business house would look at that population as market. And therefore, if at all there's anything that is threatening your market, in this case what we experienced in 2018 or before, you would want to make interventions so that you protect your market. And in this case, make sure that your market is not wiped away by coral. And hence, when I was told, even if it was a short notice, I said I need to be part of that success story, to also just encourage partnership between the private sector as well as government. As much as it is that business houses, you conduct your corporate social responsibility in a manner that obviously you choose to, depending on what you have in your purse. But if in doing so you are actually doing things that to save lives, I think that needs to be encouraged. I'm aware that this project, under a partnership between Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company and the Zambian Breweries, was initiated in 2018 and was being coordinated by Lusaka Security Initiative. This was a correlative response project through the provision of reliable water supply to over 40,000 community beneficiaries and nearby industries. Now, Mr. Skela is actually indicating that they are actually cascading benefits. You reach the 40,000, it is projected that actually beneficiaries will double to 80,000, if I heard you right. I think the impact directly on the livelihood of our people here cannot be overemphasized. The project was financed by Zambian Breweries at a cost of $150,000 US. The scope of work includes the drilling of a borehole and laying of 3.4 kilometer pipeline to George Compound. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I wish to take this opportunity to re-emphasize or reaffirm the commitment of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zambia, Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, and the Patriotic Front government in ensuring universal access to water and sanitation without leaving anyone behind, in line with the thrust of the 7th National Development Plan. I wish to reiterate that it is universally acknowledged that water is life, and as we have heard, sanitation is health, but I can add is also dignity. Therefore, this project is very important to the survival and viability of the people of George Compound and the surrounding industrial areas. I also want to state that, like it has been indicated, vandalism has been one of the detrimental factors to development of water infrastructure. Therefore, I wish to take this opportunity to urge the people of George Compound to ensure that this development is protected from vandalism. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company, Zambia Breweries, and indeed Lusaka Water Security Initiative for choosing George Compound among other townships in Lusaka to receive this donation. As such, the Ministry of Water Development, Sanitation and Environmental Protection, in line with our mandate, are committed to work with you all as partners. On behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zambia, Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, I wish to applaud you on the success of this initiative. I look forward to other future projects in neighboring communities gain improved access to clean and safe water. It is now my rare honor and privilege to officially commission this project.
Wonderful.
Okay, so here, this one is this one.
Which one?
This one, yes. And then this one.
There you are.
Water supply.
So maybe just a moment. You can just read it out.
The George Water Supply Improvement Project was officially commissioned by the Honorable Minister of Water Development, Sanitation and Environmental Protection,
Yes.
my name is supposed to have a name, but they don't always use it for On the 19th March 2021, the project was funded by the Zambia. For example, wonderful. You can teach me how it is.
This is the voltage, the amperage. Yeah.
So we are all set to have clean water.
Yes.
Since we are coordinating.
It's there.
And this technology is powered by ZESCO.
Yes, the power is like this.
Okay. Is there any plan to, obviously it's a cost?
Yes, there's plan that as we concentrate on solar panels. You can see the yard is quite big, so there's enough space for us to have solar panels.
The beneficiaries spoken to were all satisfied with the project as they no longer draw water from shallow wells, but are now using water from the taps in their households.
What I'm expecting is to have adequate water supply in the compound because we have been failing to have flushing toilets. Now I think you have that opportunity because you cannot have that life here my yard of flushing toilets without water. And even having water in the compound has been a challenge. We have been used to shallow wells. So I think I even applied to be connected with water.
I feel comforted because on many occasions, or for several years, we have had diseases breaking out in George compound. Cholera is one of them, dysentery and many other diseases that has affected us due to water shortages in our compounds.
We are honored as a community this morning that you have chosen to implement your corporate social responsibility using such a project like the launching of these 2 boreholes today. This project is going to uplift the community, and for that we are very grateful to Ipansi Mkwaikwa daughter. As a community of George, we will commit to ensuring that we protect and safeguard these boreholes so as to continuously reap its benefits.
Throughout the launch, one concern that was mentioned more than once by the financiers and cooperating partners is vandalism. However, the area ward councillor of Kapwepo Ward 25, Patrick Salubusa, assured the cooperating partners that the water site shall not be vandalized.
I'd like to mention that when this project was started, we were talking about a compound which is just next to where Zambian Breweries is, George compound. Yes, as George compound, we lost our councillor, Councillor Francis Warrior. But this is a man who also worked very hard to make this project graduate to where it is today. And in his honor, we pledge that will fight vandalism as a community. We want this project to come and benefit even those who are not yet born. We have to protect this project, because through protecting this project and fighting vandalism, we'll be saying thank you to the cooperating partners. And umuntu walanda thank you, wala kubikira pona fimbi. So twakulanda thank you, kubikira pona fimbi na fimbi file isa.
And Minister, Water Development, Sanitation and Environmental Protection implored the people of George to protect and not vandalize the waterside.
Earlier, Councillor, you said as a way of saying thank you, you're going to ensure that you protect this infrastructure with the hope that if your thank you is well delivered, you're going to receive more. I can only but encourage you in that regard. Since you have said that please to make sure that the infrastructure is protected.
The beneficiaries, Lusaka Water and Sewerage Company, and the area councillor are all appreciative of Zambia Breweries for supporting the George Community and Industrial Water Project.
The message that I can send to Zambia Breweries, great it is, this company, because it has come to our aid. On several years, we have had several problems concerning sanitation. But then as Zambia Breweries has come on board, and then sanitation in terms of water will be reduced. Even our mothers that are struggling to get water, I think that problem will be reduced, because many of our women have been waking up at awkward times. They wake up at 03, 2, and then because of also security, they are affected. But Zambian Breweries, as it has come on board, to bring this water to the doorsteps of the George residents, then it is a plus to us.
We truly commend Zambian Breweries and call upon other private sectors to emulate the work of Zambian Breweries.
To the sponsors, I would say let them continue supporting such programs. Let them continue supporting such programs, because we have been suffering from water shortages in the compound. We've been having no water. To find water, especially in October, it's a challenge. So with this program, I think we are going to be safe.
At water is life, mwatuletera life. I was even saying, when I saw it written that Zambian Breweries, I was even telling my colleagues that so who are Usuma, Zambian Breweries, who are Totera, who are also Pitiriche. As I sit, I would like to appreciate Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company. You've done a very good job. Ladies and gentlemen, as I sit, let's put our hands together once more and appreciate all the cooperating partners for giving the people of George what we are witnessing today. Thank you very much. And a big round of
applause. Our dream is to create better communities. Our dream is to create better communities. And we cannot do this alone, but when we join hands, a lot shall be achieved, because we want to build a better world. And we believe improving people's access to safe water is indeed a good place to start from. So happy World Water Week as we progress into next week. Thank you so very much for your attendance, for the support you're giving to us at Zambian Breweries.
Now, for everybody that enjoys a nice cold beer, remember that your favorite drink's most precious ingredient is water. Now, Zambian Breweries realizes that without water, there is no beer. Further, the Zambian Breweries is socially responsible And that is why today more than 40,000 households in George compound are enjoying Lusaka Water and Storage Company's piped water in their homes. No more shallow wells for them. Once again, kudos to Zambian Breweries, Lusaka Water and Storage Company, Worldwide Fine for Nature, and many other cooperating partners under the Lusaka Water Security Initiative. Water is life, water is health, water is sanitation, and water is dignity. Give us your feedback by writing to us at documentaries@diamondtvzambia.com. From me, Francesca Peribanda, and the Digest crew, thank you for watching. Goodbye and take care.